This military mother put a sign on her van. Then a stranger left a staggering note about her sons. Sometimes it's the small things that get to you, such as when someone smiles at you in the street or gives you a compliment out of the blue. It can really make your day. Whatever the random act of kindness, perfect strangers really do have the power to make a real difference in another person's life. One mom of two from Sun City in Phoenix, Arizona, knows exactly what that power can feel like. In late May of 2017, something unexpected happened to Jody St. Clair in the street, which was so amazing that local news organizations had to share the good news. It all started when St. Clair was leaving her shift at work. At the time, St. Clair had a job at a hair salon in Sun City. It was usual for her to drive her black and white Kia Soul to work, but as she left the salon one Tuesday evening, St. Clair noticed something decidedly unusual, and it was something to do with her vehicle. As St. Clair approached her car, she noticed that, weirdly, there was something on her windshield. At first, it wasn't obvious what it could be, but as she got closer, Claire could make out that there was a little piece of paper stuck to the glass. Naturally, the hairdresser was intrigued as to what the paper was. On closer inspection, St. Clair could see immediately that the paper wasn't a parking ticket or an advertisement. It was obvious that it was a handwritten note that had been placed on the windshield. Not only that, but there was something else tucked inside the piece of folded paper. Completely baffled as to why someone had left her a handwritten message, St. Clair took the note from the windshield and opened it up. She read the message inside and was left reeling by its contents. She simply couldn't believe that someone would write such a thing. The note was made all the more poignant by the fact that it was written by someone St. Clair didn't know. The anonymous author was seemingly prompted into altruistic action after they'd spotted something on St. Clair's car. A positive message which made them want to reach out to the driver. A casual passerby had apparently seen a sticker on the back of St. Clair's Kia, which read, "Proud parent of a soldier," and it was this simple slogan that prompted the complete stranger to act. But it wasn't just a handwritten note that they fixed to the windshield. They also left a bank-issued note, too. Having realized that the owner of the car had a strong military connection, the stranger decided to pay something back by doing something kind. So wrapped in the message St. Clair found on her windshield was a $20 bill, along with some instructions. The note told St. Clair to spend the money on the special soldier in her life. Please either send this $20 to your army soldier for a meal if he or she is in the Middle East, the handwritten message read. Either use it to buy a care or comfort gift, or save it for his or her return. Continued the perfect stranger's note. St. Clair was incredibly touched by the message, especially since both of her sons were serving in the army at the time of receiving the note. Her eldest son, 22-year-old Jacob, was stationed overseas in South Korea, while 20-year-old Daniel was based in North Carolina. But the message didn't end there. The author continued for a couple more lines, which perhaps included the most touching sentiment of all. "I pray for our military around the world every night, especially those serving in dangerous areas or in one of our wars," it read. The message was signed off with just a simple, "Godspeed, Shelley." But St. Clair was not sure that she knew anyone who went by that name. It truly was a perfect stranger who had taken the time to write the note, and so kindly given St. Clair a small donation for her sons. The hairdresser told Phoenix broadcaster Fox News 10 in June of 2017 how she had to read the note twice before she could digest what it was saying. Only once the message actually sunk in did St. Clair burst into tears. The heartfelt message of support meant that much to her. St. Clair explained how the note came at a time when it was needed, although the anonymous author couldn't have possibly known that. The military mom, who was undoubtedly missing her sons terribly, said that the random act of kindness made an amazing impact. The thing that got to St. Clair the most was the fact that she didn't even know the person who left the note. She was so touched that some arbitrary individual had taken a moment out of their day to share comfort, something that the families of those in the military can never have enough of. St. Clair continued to tell Fox News 10 how difficult it is to be a military mom. She told the reporter that having children in the army is stressful, but that a kind gesture, such as the note she found on her car windshield, makes hard days a little easier. The army mom said that she'd like to track down the mysterious Shelley so she can meet face to face. St. Clair expressed a desire to personally thank Shelley and let her know quite how much her small gesture meant to all the members of the St. Clair family. It may only have been a couple sentences and just a $20 bill, but it was the sentiment behind the anonymous message that meant the most. However, St. Clair joked that at first she'd thought the note with cash sticking out of the side might have been a great advertising ploy. Although that might also have been welcome, St. Clair was totally overcome with emotion once she realized what the message actually was. It certainly shows the powers of a random act of kindness should never be underestimated. It certainly brightened up the day of this proud military mom. Please share this video with your friends below.